Hey YouTube, this video is going to be about three things. One, did you watch the POLIPOP debate last night? And if you did, what did you think? And if you didn't, I'll give you some highlights. Two, Obama is a narcissist and the evidence is mounting. And I'm not just talking about like a narcissist dick that you knew in high school. No, I'm talking about a clinically, mentally ill narcissist. That's, you know, it's almost well, it is dangerous, I'm not going to lie about it. Three, I was within about 20 or 30 feet of President Obama the other day and actually had the chance to moon him. And I chickened out. I'm going to be honest, I didn't do it. But I was literally, you know, within about 30 feet of President Obama. And I'll tell you why I didn't moon him. Because I was going to. I had the camera person there, the sound person, and we were going to do it. But we didn't. And that's pretty much it, so let's get to the video. So, did you watch the POLIPOP debate? And if you did, what did you think? Comment below. I really want to know. But basically it was me, the Southern Avenger, and there's one other guy, Lee Doran, How the World Works. We were the conservatives, libertarian types. We, you know, were talking to a few liberals, and it was hosted by D.B. Hughes, the poo eater. It was pretty good. I mean, it was a new format, and YouTube was just wanted to see how it works, and it was done by the POLIPOP network, and was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I got to hang out with Jack Hunter, which is cool to me. I'll put his picture up there. That's the Southern Avenger. And what's cool about that is when I first heard the Southern Avenger, I really thought it was going to be like a dude in a mask and a cape. But no, it's Jack Hunter. And boy, he's a sharp cookie. And I really enjoyed listening to a lot of his answers. He's really sharp, and I didn't really disagree with anything he said. He's pretty sharp. He's just... I'm a fan, Jack. I'm a fan. But I will put the link to the POLIPOP debate over there in case you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. I wasn't at my best, I gotta be honest with you. I hadn't slept in like 24 hours. I actually had a run-in with the law, and I won't go into it, but it was weird, and it just ruined my day. And I didn't even think I was going to do the debate, to be honest with you, but then I ended up doing it anyway. Side issue. But basically, yeah, I'll put the link there if you want. At least go over there and comment. Either say something nice about Mr. Lawless, the man in the mask, or just say something mean about one of the liberals. Either way, it's fun. The second thing I wanted to talk about was Obama and his level of narcissism, and how you can literally make the case from the evidence that's out there that this man is clinically ill. He has like a mental disorder. He is a clinical narcissist. I mean, there's a lot of things in the beginning that would suggest that, like he wouldn't take blame for anything, and he would take credit for everything, even if he didn't have anything to do with it. And then, you know, he was the guy that said that when elected, the waters would recede, and he was calling himself the one, and like he was completely okay with all that creepiness. But now that time has gone on, we're starting to see other signs of Obama's narcissism. And to be quite honest with you, it's right down freaking creepy. The troops are fighting on my behalf. The troops are fighting on my behalf. That's true. It's the only time he's ever told the truth. The troops are fighting on your behalf because the American people don't want to be in these wars that you're sending the troops off in. So, yeah, I guess you're telling a little bit of truth. But what a narcissist. They're fighting on his behalf. Not America's behalf, his behalf. He started African Americans for America? No. African Americans for Obama. That was a campaign thing he did. Oh, now he's got another one. He calls the current generation Gen 44. Why does he call him Gen 44? Because he's the 44th president. What a creep. That's so weird. Named his dog Bo. You know, that wasn't a coincidence. Bo for Barack Obama. This guy wrote 2 autobiographies. 2! I don't even know of anybody that's written 1. Well, I mean, personally. Before the age of 60. He's wrote 2 before he was 45. And he hadn't even finished a term as a senator. Or he hadn't been a president. So why in the world is some 45-year-old writing 2 autobiographies? More creepiness and more evidence that he's a freaking narcissist. He's compared himself to JFK. He's compared himself to Delano Roosevelt. That's Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He's compared himself to Lincoln. And weird, now he's comparing himself to Reagan on every occasion that he gets. And the newest thing to happen that just completely proves that we have a mentally ill narcissist in the White House is someone in his administration, and I guarantee you it was ran by him, and he was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Went through on the biography pages, White House biography pages, there's a section that holds the biographies of all the past presidents. You know, something of what should kind of be considered sacred. And what has Obama done? Obama has went through and changed, he didn't do it himself, but his administration under his authority has went through and changed every biography of the recent 40 or 50 years to include his name in the history of the biographies of past presidents. So like, for example, Reagan, it says about Reagan was against raising taxes. Reagan didn't want to raise taxes on a secretary. He thought that rich people should have to pay more than their secretaries, just like Barack Obama. Now that's not word for word, but that's in there. And he did that on all the past presidents back like 50 years. How creepy. What is wrong with you, dude? Are you for real? Cut it out. He can't cut it out. He's mentally ill. And why is that dangerous? Well, that's because every crazy dictator, insane man that's did mass murders throughout history has been a narcissist. Would you like me to mention a few? Sure. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Hitler was a narcissist. Napoleon was a narcissist. Nero, all the way back then, was a narcissist. This is a bad thing that we got this guy in president. Why is it so bad to have a narcissist as president? One that's like a clinical narcissist. And there's actually some suggestion now that he might also be a pathological liar. Well, let me see. Because no matter what happens, he's got to be right. And it doesn't matter. As long as he's right, as long as he retains power, everything's good. The second he starts to lose power, he doesn't care what happens. Because it's all about his ego. He will run this country into the ground if he has to get reelected. And hold on to your seats. The third thing I wanted to talk about was I was actually 15 to 30 feet from Barack Obama about a week ago, and I took the camera person and a sound guy, and I was going to moon him in mask, and I was going to turn around and bow. And basically what it was is we had gotten wind of where his motorcade was going to be, and holy shit, it was true. And we were about 30 feet away from where his motorcade passed, and the plan was for me to drop my draws and moon the president. Would have been a great YouTube video, but I'm afraid that I may have been dead, and that's pretty much the reason we didn't do it, because we were at like a park that was beside the freeway, and his motorcade passed, and I gotta be honest with you, I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know guys, I'm in a mask, and there's like Secret Service hanging out windows with like assault rifles. Might not be the best thing for me to drop my drawers in a mask, because as they're driving by, you got this guy, crazy guy in a mask out there, and I'm reaching and I'm pulling, and I said, you know, I could end up like shot, and you guys could too. And be honest with you, a lot of people, well, at least law enforcement knew we was there because they kept having a helicopter come over and circle us, so it's not like they didn't know we were there. But I chickened out. Long story short, I chickened out. Maybe in the future I'll do it. But I think we've kind of figured out that if I am going to moon the president, I have to have my draws dropped already before the motorcade even comes, because you don't want to be reaching when the Secret Service is driving by in a motorcade with assault rifles pointed out the window. So I think that was probably the right move. And to prove that we really were like 30 foot from the president's motorcade, I'll go ahead and roll some of the video now. Alright, well, let me know what you think, or like this video, and subscribe up there, and like down there, and comment over there, and lol us out.